Hi everybody, welcome to Mama's Garage. Hey, I thought I wanted to take some time. I wanted to take some time and make a video on what I think is like the absolute best way to replace your oil pressure switch on your F-150 with the Coyote 5.0 motor. So what happened was, I started getting my alarm on low oil pressure alarm, and it started doing some research, and of course, come to find out, pretty sure it was the oil pressure switch. Still haven't finished it, tested it, but I'm pretty sure that's going to take care of it. But anyways, I watched a whole bunch of different videos on how to replace it, how to get to it. Apparently it's pretty hard to get to, and it is. But that's what prompted me to go ahead and make a video on really the best way, or the easiest way to swap that out on F-150 with the, like I said, with the 5.0 motor, Coyote motor, 4x4. Okay, so to begin with, first of all, make sure you disconnect the negative battery, of course, because you're going to be working close to the alternator there, and you don't want to short anything out. So what I've done is everything's pretty much taken apart loose. I just have it mocked up so I can show you guys how to go about getting to it. So the first thing you want to do, like I said, disconnect your battery cable, your negative. And then what you want to do is loosen up your clamps here for your air intake. Disconnect those. Disconnect this hose. There's a vacuum hose that comes in here. You just pull that out, and then you're going to have another hose down here in the bottom. It's got a little retainer clip that you just got to pull on this clip. Get it over here on this side. So you pull on this clip like so, and then pull it out. And that's going to go down in here on the air intake. Okay, once you get these disconnected, take that off, take this vacuum off, take your two clamps off, and then this will come right on out. Alright? Set that off on the side. Then, what you want to do is go ahead and disconnect your mass airflow sensor, which also is going to have a little retain clip on the bottom. Here's your clip, normal position, it's in. What you need to do is pull it out, and then you can just go ahead and disconnect it. Remove your clips from right here, 3 clips. Take your cover off. It's a good time to check your air cleaner or your air filter. It looks like it's pretty decent. Then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you're gonna lose a little bit of coolant on this one. So what you want to do is get you some pliers, pull these clamps off, take this hose off, stick it off on the side somewhere, and then you have another one over here. Go ahead and remove the clamp, pull that off, and then you're gonna have 2 bolts right here. One, it's a 13 millimeter. You're gonna have one here and one down here. Take these 2 off, and you're gonna have to remove this coolant hose over here, which has a retainer ring. So you pull that retainer ring out. That's what it looks like. And then you can take that off. Like I said, you're gonna lose a little bit of water right here. All right, put that off on the side somewhere. Then what you want to do is you're gonna have to work this box off. Now it's got 2 grommets in here that this thing is just stuck in there. Like I said, remove these 2 bolts, those hoses, and then you just need to work this out and pull it up. Go ahead and fish it out. Take that off, set it off on the side. Alright, now, so here's the fun part. Here's what you need to do. So the sending unit, or the pressure switch, is going to be this guy right here. Alright, so now we've gained access to it from the top. The next thing you're going to have to do, being that this is a 4x4, you're going to have to maybe jack up the truck. That's what I did. I jacked it up. I've got it up on jack stands, and remove the skid plate from underneath. Okay, And once you remove the skid plate from underneath, now you can get underneath it and you can see what you're working on, or you might be able to just go ahead and get it from up here. So what you do now is you get up there, get up here, and then there's a little clip that you got to press on that switch, on that connection. And like I said, I already got it clipped. It's easier if you get underneath it to work it, maybe even with a screwdriver, and pop it off, and then you can go ahead and replace it. I've already replaced it and clipped it back on, and that's when I decided I better go ahead and make a video on how to change that thing. So there you go. And then of course take off the old one, and here's the old switch. Here's the old switch that I had. Of course it was full of oil all over the place. What you want to do also, once you take the old one out, that's going to be a 13/16 socket, by the way, deep socket, one of these guys, and you can get that one out of there. Go ahead and replace it with the new one, and then before you make your connection again, go ahead and get you some carburetor cleaner, something like that, and go ahead and spray that connection, get that oil off of there, let it dry out, and then go ahead and connect it back in. And so like I said, here's your alternator. You don't have to mess with it, you don't have to take it off or anything. Once you remove all this stuff out of the way, you can get to it. Like I said, for me it was easier to go ahead and get underneath the truck, stick my arm in here and work my ratchet wrench to get that switch out of there. And there you go. So when you're done, everything, just reinstall everything in the reverse order. I hope this helps you guys. Once again, for a F-150 with the 5.0 Coyote motor, 4x4. Thanks for watching.